This is Bimble. He lives in Stiltsville. Everyone here helps to produce wool. Wool blended with fairy tales, which is sent out to every corner of the world. One day, Bimble acquires a bucket, a magic bucket, which will give him anything he wishes for. This is the guardian of the bucket, Teeny Weeny. Soon others are after it. Dolly Clackhanger for one. Dolly would dearly love to be the village witch, but she's been thrown out of the village because of the noise and mess caused by her experiments. The small one is her assistant, Sploot. Queen Cack, the lazy, greedy ruler of the country, also wishes to possess the bucket and sends her servants, Bilge and Oiler, to steal it. Amidst the gloom and dirt of Sleaze City, in her dark, dank palace, the Queen of the Sleazians, Queen Cack, eats.
March!
Yes, Your Majesty.
Why have I received no reports from Bilge and Oiler?
Reports, Your Majesty?
They are supposedly spying on this Dolly Clackhanger, are they not?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Then where are their reports?
Oh, reports. Oh, yes, right, of course. I'll go and check, Your Majesty, right this minute. Immediately.
Meanwhile, at Chateau Clackhanger, Dolly perseveres with her experiments.
Sploot!
Yes, Dolly.
Count to 3 and then pause.
All right, Dolly.
You reckon it's really going to work this time, Dolly? That stuff's really going to turn into gold?
Course it will, Oiler. Course it will. Then we'll all be rich, won't we, Doll?
1, 2, 3.
Did it work, Dolly?
Apparently not. Bilge, Oiler, repair that shed!
Oh.
Now! And if it is not done to my complete satisfaction, you will receive no more food for the rest of the day.
There we are, Dolly. Good as new.
I doubt that, Oiler. I really do.
Can we eat now? I'm starving.
Get inside, then.
Hooray! Hooray!
Yay, seed feinig try, nu teeth rauf, Villainous nebis tie.
Ooh, I feel a bit dizzy. One thing about Dolly, she really knows how to magic food. I can hear a ringing sound in my ears.
Yeah, it's a pity she can't magic anything else, though, isn't it? Like gold.
If we had that magic bucket, we could probably make gold with it. And then we wouldn't have to do all these experiments that make you feel all funny.
You'd have to get rid of that Bimble person first, though, wouldn't ya?
That's it!
What?
Immobilise him! I immobilise him and just take the bucket!
What's immobilise?
This is it! Immobility liquid formula! I knew it was somewhere.
What's it do, Dolly?
You'll be rooted to the spot. Stuck! Unable to move! Immobilised!
Sounds like she's going to stick him to the floor.
Out! Get out! I have to experiment. Not you, Sploot.
We'll see you later, then.
Stand quite still, Sploot. I've done it. I've immobilised him. It works.
Does it? Well done.
What are you doing? You're not supposed to be able to move.
I couldn't. Not for a minute there. I was quite taken by surprise by...
Oh, you are...
Do you think she's expecting us to get this bucket thing for her, then?
Of course she is.
Well, I'm not doing it. It gives me a very creepy feeling, does that bucket?
You'll have to, Bilge. We'll disappear for a bit and then say we tried and we couldn't do it because there was thousands of people guarding it. Or it put a spell on us or something. Because if we don't, she'll either throw us out so as we don't get no more free food and lodging, or she'll magic something horrible onto us.
She can't. She can't hardly magic anything except food.
Yeah, but it's good food though, isn't it?
You're right. Hey, you've got a good shine on that. Psst. What's that? Psst. Psst. It's me. What you want? Your reports. As official spies for Her Majesty Queen Cack, you are expected to send back progress reports on the spying.
Are we?
Of course you are.
What? You mean like tell you about what Dolly's been doing and that?
Yes. Oh. Well, she's been blowing things up. She's always blowing things up. And the last time she did it, she used this. Ah. What else? What else?
Well, there's the bucket. We could tell him about the bucket. Meanwhile, in Bimble's village, Stiltsville, the sun shines and the inhabitants, the tail spinners, go about their business of spreading fairy tales all over the world. This is how it works. Some of the villagers, including Bimble's dad, look after the sheep, each one a different colour, to save the bother of dyeing the wool later. Then the spinners spin the wool, and as they spin, they whisper their fairy tales into it. Later, the wool in turn will whisper these tales to knitters as they knit, which explains why grannies and aunties know so many fairy tales. This spinner is Bimble's mum. Baskets are needed to carry all this wool, and Bimble has just started to learn how to weave them.
Ow!
I'm sorry, Teeny Weeny. I'm not very good at this yet. I know. I could ask the bucket to weave the basket for me.
Oh, no, you couldn't. You can only ask for things. Anyway, people might notice something. Oh, that reminds me. Contract.
Contract?
This bucket doesn't come free, you know. There are obligations attached to it.
Obligations?
Oh, yes. This is a wishing bucket, and I have to give any person who uses it whatever they ask for. So you must promise only to use it for good and never to reveal it to anyone.
Not even my mum and dad?
Especially not your mum and dad.
But what if a burglar comes and takes it and uses it not for good? Then what?
Well, I don't suppose you'd be held responsible for that. The contract is just a sort of promise to do your best.
Oh, all right then.
Sign here, please.
Ah, home time. Come on, we'd better find a place to hide you. I wish I could think of somewhere sensible.
Apparently a villager from Stiltsville called Bimble is the actual owner of the bucket, Your Majesty. And if Dolly Clackhanger gets hold of it, well, I wouldn't like to think...
Then she must not be allowed to get hold of it, Mudge. You will get hold of it. You will get hold of it and bring it to me.
Me? Oh, yes, right, absolutely. The other thing is this magic explosive stuff she's got.
Any fool can magic an explosion, Mudge. Now get out while I think.
But Your Majesty...
Get out!
Oh dear, Bilge. What a terrible shot.
Well, come on then. Let's see you do it.
You did that on purpose.
I never.
You did.
I never.
You...
I don't like the sound of that.
Me neither.
Sounds like electrics.
Electrics?
Yeah, very dangerous electrics.
Sounds like she's making them so we can use them to get the bucket.
Well, I don't fancy that.
I know. Why don't we go down Stiltsville and have a bit of a wander round the village casual, like keeping out of sight? And maybe we might come across this bucket and have a chance to just remove it without having to use any electrics.
That's not a bad idea, is that? Be less dangerous.
Stand still, Sploot. Not quite.
How's this?
Too dingy.
Right. How's this?
Too dark. Too cold. Perfect.
Bimble! Supper!
Hurry up! I've got to go!
I have to make sure this is suitable, you know. I can't just be plonked down any old where.
Bimble? Who are you talking to?
Hello, Mother. I was just saying goodnight to the, birds and things.
Don't be so silly, Bimble. Just come along in or everything will be cold. You know what? It's getting dark.
So?
Well, how are we going to see a bucket in the dark? We should have started earlier.
We didn't think of it earlier, did we? We was eating and messing around earlier, wasn't we?
Oh, we'll never find it. Not in this dark.
We don't need to find it, do we? All we has to find is the one what's got it. And we know what he looks like, don't we?
Then what?
He'll have the bucket with him, won't he? So, let's have a look through a few windows.
What's all the noise?
Some of us are trying to take it.
An earthquake.
on? Come along, birdies. Come on. Come on. What's this dirty old thing? Just in time for the dustman.
You want to watch making promises to people and then not keeping them, you do?
I did not promise to do your shift.
You did? When I said my cousin's niece's wedding was on Saturday, you said, I'll do your shift, you said. And now what? You're going on an angler's outing?
Well, I got the dates mixed up.
You ought to keep a diary, you ought, with all your multifarious social engagements preventing you from keeping promises to do other people's
I'm
shifts.
sorry, I would have done your shift for you, honest, but...
Sorry, it's no good. What about my cousin's niece? What's she going to think? Hey, look, Euler, breakfast.
Yeah. If we was to eat our breakfast at that tree, we could keep a lookout for the bucket and then the leaves would hide us.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, bother.
Promise never to reveal it to anyone.
Mother, have you sort of found anything in the garden at all?
What sort of thing, Bimble?
Well, anything like, anything unusual?
Well, what have you lost?
Oh, nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Well, there was a dirty old bucket which I left for the dustmen. I hope you don't mean that.
Oh, no. Absolutely not that. I think I'll go for a walk or something. See you later.
There he is. There's the one what's got the bucket.
Come on then, we'll follow him.
Ooh. Is this some more stuff for making people not be able to move, Dolly?
Ah! Oh, of course it is. What do you think I've been slaving away over a hot cauldron for all day? Now stand still while I try it out. Perhaps I'm missing something.
And what am I supposed to say to my cousin? What can I say?
Why don't you stop going on?
Going on? I am entitled to go on, aren't I? You have personally ruined my cousin's niece's big day without so much as...
Sure, I wish I had a padlock for your mouth.
Teeny Weeny, what's she done? Hey!
Got it! I've got it!
Oi! I won't be a minute! I'll bring it back!
Dolly, would it help if
No,
I...
it wouldn't. Just stay there. This one's bound to work.
Nope.
Oh, these stupid spell books! I've done everything it said, everything. If you can't rely on the books...
Oh, never mind, Dolly. I'm sure... I'm sorry. Oh, I didn't mean... I just...
Books!
Yes.
That would work. They'd drop the bucket if you did that to them. They'd be electrified. Yes. Go and get Bill John Oiler.
Yes, Dolly.
I'm fed up with this. Why don't we go home and get Dolly to give us some proper breakfast? Oh,
Yeah, all right. I'm really glad this wasn't my idea. Because I'd be really embarrassed if it had have been. I mean, look at it. What a mess. Hardly any food, hardly any sleep. No bucket.
No, Bimble, I'm sorry. You just can't reverse somebody else's wish. It's against the rules.
What rules?
The rules in the contract. You signed the contract. You should have read it properly.
But that poor dustman can't go around forever with a padlock on his mouth.
I'm sorry. The rules are quite definite. And in any case,
I know. Can I make a wish?
if you want, but the...
Right.
If you ask me, I reckon you're stuck like that forever. I wouldn't be surprised if... About time. I'm responsible for that lorry, you know. I have to account for its whereabouts at all times. I hope you haven't done it any damage, because...
I wish for a large pair of pliers, please. Thank you. Excuse me.
Well, now, there's a thing.
That was quite clever of me, wasn't it?
Not really. If you'd listened, I'd have told you that the wishes only last 24 hours. So the padlock would have disappeared by tomorrow anyway.
Only 24 hours?
Sorry, those are the rules.
One moment, if you please. Her Majesty...